back to the channel. We're going to bring you along for this KRX build that we're getting ready to do. I'll give you a rundown here. So what they're wanting is obviously a stronger cage than factory. So we're going to do a 120 wall cage up here. The design, they sent me a few pictures, so we're going to kind of go off their pictures and put our own little flair to it. And then they would like for us to connect in. They just got this bumper, so they would like to keep it and use it. So we're going to use this, and we're going to connect. You good?
Oh, wait, we got it under control.
Okay, I don't want this to fall. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring pipes down off of our cage. We're going to connect into this somehow, probably around in here and over here. And also on the back, they want us to connect into this rear bumper. So not sure where, but we'll probably come off of here and down into this since they already have it and they want to reuse it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be building a cage and we're going to be connected into their existing front and rear bumpers. We'll probably build kind of a light guard here off of this and over here. But this will be the last time that this KRX ever looks like this. It's got 35-inch Zillas Tusk tires, Trinity exhaust. They
Is that what it is, Sheri?
They wrecked it, did a little bit of damage. They rolled it backwards off of a waterfall climb. So it's in need of a few repairs that they're going to take care of, but we're going to build them a cage for it. So
Okay like that?
we're going to get this windshield off so we can get some more in-depth measurements. And they want to try to reuse the windshield. So if we're able to build it and keep the windshield, we're going to. At this point, it's not looking like we will be able to, just because of all the pipes that are going to be, the intrusion bores and everything's just going to kind of be running into this area here, which is where all the mechanisms are. So we're going to see what we can work out with some measurements, but that's the gist of what we're doing here. We're going to be building the main cage, 120 up there, and we'll probably do 95 down to here, maybe make them a little bumper down in this area and some pipes that come down to it so he can keep his existing front bumper that they have. So and these cages are pretty wild. There's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here,
Bolts on the inside of that.
two bolts there, 2 bolts there, 2 bolts here, and 2 bolts there. And it's just like any other cage. They're weak. They got some goober welds on them from the factory. Got some double passes there to cover up some stuff, but we'll see what we can do. We're gonna help them out here and build them a nice cage, nice strong cage, one that they don't have to be worried about if anything happens. So stick around. We're gonna get this thing tore down, and we'll take you along for the build. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I know our main channel is kind of focused around our Can-Ams, but we're into all types of machines. We're not what's that word? Brand loyal. Yeah, I drive a Can-Am, but we'll build a KRX cage. We're a Razor. We're a Honda.
Let's not get crazy. Just kidding.
All right, so we're gonna get some of this stuff tore down. I'm gonna help them up here to get this windshield off. We're gonna get some of this cage unbolted, and we'll be back with you. We were struggling to get that bolt off. I tried to get the camera on in time, but I missed it.
You can get it on this one, because I'm sure it's gonna be the same.
Wow.
You got that, Sheri?
Yep.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. No, I'm not sure. Oh, so heavy.
Did we get these bolts up here?
Yeah, those are out.
Okay, so we're
It's ready to come off.
I don't have it. I don't have it. Don't let go.
I have it. It's not heavy.
That's pretty much flat, huh?
It is. How's that even possible?
When you look at it, it looks like they have. It must be.
Optical illusion.
Yeah, it looks like it comes up and curved, but it must be a flat bend just kicked over. That's what we wanted to look at.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, because this angle down here is what's giving it.
Yeah. What we want to do is when you're sitting in there, you can't really tell on this side, but when you're sitting in there, that cage comes up like this, and that leaves potential for your body to be outside of the cage during a side impact. You can kind of see here. So what we want to do with this is bring up straight and go straight back. That way you have more cage on the outside of your body, kind of like the Can-Ams. The Can-Ams follow the outside of the body, and I know like these and razors are all set in, and your shoulder has the potential to be like outside of the cage. You can kind of see that. But so we're gonna make a straight line up. That way you have more cage on the outside of your body. This one's good. I'll take that when you're done there.
You want the...
Yeah, just the extension with it. Yeah.
You ready?
Yep. Bring it out. There we go.
Here's another bolt.
There you go. All right.
And it's going.
Grab these. All right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you disassemble KRX cage. Bolt by bolt. Take these. Yes, ma'am.
Done.
Done.
Cage off.
Dunzo. What was that? What was that? 20 minutes?
I don't even think it took that long.
No, less than that. Sorry if you hear a bunch of background noise. We have our furnace running. There it is. All right, ship it. There's your cage. There it is. You could probably fit that in your backpack.
Probably.
Spare cage, just put it in your back.
All right. Now the design and measuring and angles and bending, and we'll be back with that. All right, fast forward a few days from the last clip that you saw. We got the roof sections radiused. They wanted a radiused roof, so we got that figured out. Used a template. There's some 95 over there for the front and the rear bumpers, and we got our cage bungs in, which we opted for the ones with the holes down through in case they want to run wiring. You just drill a hole in your tube, fish it down through, and it'll come out right there. Right there. And there's these same ones that go here. And we have the front ones bolted on already. Right there. So, and we went and bought one of these Whalen blankets just so we don't burn holes through anybody's seats or plastic. Mm-hmm.
Just gonna tighten them up. One more.
Where are your axles at? Sheri got axles. Bring them puppies over here. We'll show everyone the. I did show that.
You like the whole box?
Either that or just the axles. It doesn't matter. You've seen in a previous video we replaced the shaft. But we figured that our time was running out with needing spare axles because we haven't had any for a year. So we broke down and bought a spare set. turners have never let us down. I mean, Sheri bent one, but you guys see the videos. She's not easy on them at all.
She didn't break.
No, and it didn't break. It bent a little bit, and it was $100 to replace the shaft. So I mean,
Yep.
$100 for 1 year's worth of riding.
Yep.
But we figured.
Went through how many stock axles?
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's the bent one in the drive
We could have
shaft.
paid for a whole set of axles with just the stock
Yeah,
axles.
so we opted for a set of spare Halo 30 Turner axles. So now we don't have to be afraid of breaking axles. But back to this cage, we're gonna get some measurements for this main loop here, or hoop, whatever you want to call it, and then once we get that, we'll be back. We'll get the compressor fired up, get the bender fired up, and we'll take you along for the build. Should be a pretty interesting one. This is our first time building a KRX, so we're kind of winging it with. I wouldn't say winging it, but
It's nice.
it's new, so there's a lot of math and figuring out, so we don't waste a bunch of material, because 120 and 95 wall tubing is not
We
cheap.
didn't have to take all the plastic off.
No, and that's
We're not used
yeah,
to.
that's awesome. No plastic to remove. I'll take that.
No, don't put me on this.
Okay, you're on putting you on the spot. Explain how we're gonna bend this main loop.
This is the distance we want.
That's the width. So that 52 1/4 is from outside of here to the outside of that one. That's the total width. Okay.
So this is the distance that our bend takes up.
Okay, and how do you know that?
Because we had to figure it out.
When you're bending tubing, you almost have to have a cheater, something to go off of. So you need to bend it in a 90. Each one of these black marks are your inch lines, and then these white lines are degrees. So to do a 90-degree bend,
Takes 10 inches.
right here's your starting point. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's actually like 9 7/8. You can see right here. So if you wanted to do a 30-degree bend, which is right here, you would go 1, 2, 3, and like a half. That's how you figure out your bends. And we know that we want ours roughly 17 inches tall off of our bung here. So we marked 17 inches, which is this line right here. Lined up our tube there on the 17 from here, because this is a pretty flat surface. And then we measured up to our starting point, which is roughly 10 inches. Added our inch marks to get the end of our bend, which is 20 inches. And then you have to measure 37 1/4 between bends.
But our width will end up being
And yeah,
52.
and the width will end up being 52 1/4. Sheri figured it out.
Oh, in here it's hard to put the here.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna mark out one of our tubes that I had cut for that length. I think we measured at 104 inches total, which is way overkill, but we'll bend it and see where we're at once we get it all measured out. All right, set up, bend marks there and there. This is our center. You can see that this is set at 0, which this is very important. Once you get this bend, and you need to bend this one, that you stay on the same level plane. It's very important so you don't have bends like this. And we have it zeroed out, and we're going to go over to 90, which we're actually going to go probably 4 degrees, 3 or 4 degrees past 90, because of it kicks back a little bit with the tubing. So go ahead. I was short a pin, so I cut the axle tip, or axle. This is a Visco lock axle right here. It was perfect for this. Okay. Reset, ready to go some more. This little homemade jobber works really good. Okay. Go ahead and let it off and see what it goes back to. Look at that. Right on 90. And that's what I was talking about, getting on 0. That way when you bend this, it stays perfectly flat. That's what we're gonna get this one. We're gonna take this one to 90, measure between or outside, either one, and we're shooting for 52 1/4, right? Okay, we'll be back with you after this bend. Alright, so while we're here, we have that at 95 degrees because of spring back, and I want to show you how much spring back is in this. So we're going for 52 1/4. Right now it's 50 1/8. Go ahead, Sheri. There's a second. Here, I'll give it a little boot. Okay. Let's check it. So right there we got 52 3/8. We're gonna roll with that.
This is the original height.
Alright, so before you guys say anything, we're not keeping it this high. We just wanted to make sure it fit. Obviously we left it long so we can trim it down. But it fits. It only being an 1/8 inch off, not too bad. Fits nice. That bender does a really good job rolling them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna pull this off. We're gonna cut it to length. I think what we decided, like 16, 17 inches. Yeah. We wanted a certain distance above the driver's head, so maybe I'll sit in there, put a full face on. We'll get a measurement, make sure, but it's gonna be right around in here for height. So all right, we'll pull this off. We'll get that cut down. We'll get this piece tacked on, and then we can start building stuff to and from it. Okay. Moving on to the back, I have this little test piece here. We're going to kind of follow this body line here. We'll come up into here, and then we're going to go straight, and we figured that out. From the main loop there back to this bend is 26 inches, and we're going to shoot for a 15-degree bend. So should come up and then straight. Alright, she's tacked. Tack there. A couple tacks here. Coping tool's working out nice. Nice little 15-degree bend. Kicks over, follows this. I like it. Got to match the other one over here. I might throw something in here. We'll see. And then once we get the back done, we'll move on to bringing the front up to this intrusion bars, connecting the rear onto there. All right. We are gonna change the gas on my welder. I ran out of gas, so I gotta swap that out real quick. 90-10, 10% argon, I believe is what it is. And we'll be back with finishing the other side. Probably throw a couple other pieces up, and we'll start moving this along. And we're going to 35 degrees. It's getting there. It's looking real sharp. Everything's going together really smooth. It's a nice curve. Flows into this. Really nice copes.
They do want the piece here that comes out like this.
Yeah.
And I'll have one of these that wraps up around.
Yeah, we'll have to bring a piece out here, and then another curve that matches this, just to fill this area in. I don't know if there's a name for that, but I've seen other KRX builds get like that. I've seen them single and I've seen them double. It's really just to take this space up. It's not really structural or anything, but
Preference, personal preference.
yeah, we'll just have to match that, which won't be an issue. Okay, moving right along. We're up here on top. I can't remember where we left off last, but I don't think we had these in, right?
No, I think it was doing
Okay.
packing this one.
All right, got you. So we're about to put this in. We got our center line measurement there and there. Piece of soapstone. A little bit. I can't tell. I'll have to get down and look, but I think the back. Let's crawl along here. I think that looks good. Okay, let me get down and double check. This one needs to go this way here. Probably have to give her a little taparoo. Oh, let me look at it. Go back this way, just like right there. Okay, call that good there.
Front needs to go over that way.
Yes. A little bit. Want the hammer? Oh, just a hair. Okay. I like it. Man, she looks mean.
Yeah, looks good.
I love it. We'll do the intrusion bores. We're gonna call it a day.
The other one was like 6 inches taller than
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, we
Seems
took
crazy tall.
we took at least 6 inches off the top, not counting the roof. I think the roof even sticks up above that. We're gonna tack that in. We're gonna call it a day for today. We'll come back. We're gonna do the intrusion bores, and then come down in here, build onto this. We'll tackle that tomorrow, and if we have time, we'll come to the back and do the back. The back shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna get that middle bar tacked, and then next clip for you guys, but tomorrow for us, we're gonna come back, do some more. Man, I'm liking it. It's looking really good. Nice. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next clip. The next day, working on intrusion bar stuff. We have the first intrusion bar here, which this cope here is 9 degrees, and this one up here is 35 degrees. And we have a, hey, what would we make this bend? 20. We did that a 20-degree bend. Giving away all of our secrets here. This is what it looks like if I can get up here. Oh, like that. Alright folks, it's been a few days, been about a week actually since I've last been on camera. We've been working pretty hard on it. Sorry for a little bit of background noise, I got my heater kicking on here. Just finished up welding the roof tabs on, pretty much act as gussets as well. I used 3/16 flat bar on those. Really like the way it turned out. Here's the bumper. Getting some mail. I have this handy crane here so we can actually use it to lift it on and off. I have it welded over here. It's handy for removing the cage off of things that, you know, you don't have to strain your back or anything, which if you follow along, you know that I kind of have a messed up lower back, so that's really helpful for me. We added a couple tabs here for their roof and rear windshield that they want to make. Added these gussets in here. Those are 120 wall. The front and the rear bumper parts are 95. We added these little kickers over here to kind of take up space there. We plugged to the ends of them. Added some grab handles here. Really like the way it turned out. So what we're going to do now is, you can kind of see the rear bumper there, we tied into that, but we're going to get this outside, we're going to get it painted, we're going to bring that back in, we're going to get it installed. So that's what you'll see next. It's going together. Working on the back here on the bumper, getting the bungs bolted. Got it?
So
Where's the tool?
right there. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so I'll give you this, and I will take this. Go to the front, right there. Go ahead and crank that one down while I'm holding it. Careful. Good. We'll go back through and tighten them once we get all the other ones bolted in.
Got more torque than I thought.
These are the first ones back here we're bolting. So if you ever wanted to run lights back here, you would just, you know, drill into wherever you're going, run them down the tube, and right out the hole there. It's kind of cool they come like that. Oh, nice. Moved it up. You moved it up. Now you can't move it back.
On that thing.
Oh, a little bit. There you go.
The trick is you gotta push down and hold it even.
Grab those. There's the bolts, yeah.
Oh man, my kneecap.
I'll move this over here.
Funny bunny.
Okay. Got the front bolted on. Everything's bolted down. Gotta paint the roof, put it on tomorrow. And we should be good. Fit together really nice. Connected into the existing bumper here. We'll get the roof painted. We'll get bolted on tomorrow, and then when it gets light out, we'll pull this out, do a little walk around and show you. And you can see we got.
Everyone's gonna wonder what that is.
You can't really see it. Let me kick my light on out here. Come on. Maybe. There we go. Got another cage to build. This one will be out of here in 2 days, and we'll be starting on this one. Let me know if you guys want to see this one as well. If you guys want to see it, we'll film it.
This one will be a tad bit different.
Yeah, this one will be built a little bit different than some stuff will be similar, but it's going to get a full XO front and rear. We're going to do something a little bit different with it just to make it different. So if you're watching this KRX build and you want to see this Can-Am build, let me know. We'll film it, and I think we'll finish this off tomorrow, and then we'll come back with you tomorrow and show you what it looks like out in the sun. It's supposed to be somewhat decent tomorrow, so we'll see you in the next clip. Okay. Last stages of the install. Careful not to scratch anything. Next. Good?
Yep.
Okay. One here, one there. And we'll take her outside. Alright folks. There we have it. Finished cage. They have the hood scoop. I'm sure it would probably tie it all together. This is what we got here. Lime green. Or key lime. Is this lime green or key lime? Key lime. Key lime is the color. Got the grab handles up front. The dual bar back here. Connected into the rear bumper. Bungs for easy removal. I really like how the roof makes the cage pop. Just brings it all together with the black roof. I like it. That's another one down. If you guys are interested, let us know. Whether it's Can-Am, Honda, KRX, Polaris, whatever, we'll build it. Hope you guys enjoyed this build. Try to get a roof shot. Stainless bolts in it. We'll bring in some more builds as we can, guys. We'll keep them coming as long as we're getting them. Alright folks, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, thanks to our channel members and sponsors up here on the screen. You guys are killing it for us. We have another Can-Am that we're getting ready to build, so definitely let us know if you want to see that one. It'll be a little bit different than the other ones that we've done, so we'll keep pumping out the content as long as you guys are watching it, I guess. So hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.